The film opens up with a sort of tribe performing a ritual around a kid when a woman, seemingly their leader, calls out for the snake god, praising him. Moments later, a hissing and slithering sound can be heard from the background, and a giant cobra appeared from behind the boy. As the snake was about to attack the boy, he woke up from his sleep. He is lying on a raft made of bamboo with his uncle. They were fishing, and the boy noticed that there's a lot of fog. He told his uncle about it. As they continue their conversation and the camera's view is on the top of them, the same giant beast is seen under the raft circling them. The boy noticed it. As the uncle pulled the net, he was pulled onto the river and fell down. Xiao Shu, the kid, pulled his uncle back up the raft, and before they knew it, they found themselves on the shores of Cannibal Island. Shu went missing when the uncle turned around. The uncle turned his head left and right, but to no avail. As he searched, he saw the giant beast slithering on the ground. The giant snake spotted him and bared its fangs. Frightened, he went and left the island without Shu. Now we are brought into a village where we see the uncle running around screaming at the top of his lungs, saying that Shu is on Cannibal Island. Finally, he got home and told his brother what happened, and that there was a big snake on the island. The scene shifted with Shu walking around Cannibal Island. He kept walking, and he stumbled upon what seemed to be the old skin of a giant snake. He felt something behind him and looked back but saw nothing. Just as we think that he will be fine, he is caught in his feet by a trap and is dragged into a cage. There's a group of people that plans to go on the island themselves. As they have decided to go, they see the villagers and the three uncles having a heated argument, because the elder doesn't want to let him because of how dangerous it could be. He told them the story about the snake god and how their village will be destroyed if someone angers it. The explorers join the argument and accuse the elder that he just doesn't want to put people on the island because he wants to keep the bounty of the island for himself. Despite the protest from the villagers, the explorers, together with Shu's father and uncle, went to the island. On the island, the group looked for Shu. One of the group members took one flower from the ground. He came face to face with the giant snake, and it bit him on the neck and brought him up with him. Shu's mom found his shoe, making the group shout his name frantically. The giant snake appeared amidst the group, and they got separated from each other. All of them got trapped and pulled by vines, and they were brought to a place where the film started. One of the uncles, remembering the story of their brother, told the story how there's an elixir of immortality on the island, and that the snake god will murder any intruders. Shu heard the group and started calling for his mom. They found him while the rest of the group found a giant flower with skeletons surrounding it. One by one, snakes of different sizes and colors came out from nowhere, attacking the group. They tried to escape, but one of them got left out and was eaten by it. When they got to safety, the group got into a heated argument with the boss, warning Shu's father that if he doesn't give his land to him, he will tell the villagers how they let two of the uncles die while he protected his son. Lin, Shu's mother, and the boss suddenly fainted. It turns out that they were both bitten by snakes. Back in the village, the villagers surround the boss and Shu's mom as the doctor looks after them. There's no cure for the poison, and the case is helpless. Another villager came and told them that snakes are swarming the town and attacking everyone. Lin died because of the poison, and Shu is left alone in the house, crying. It is now morning, and we see Shu waking up. He then checked his bag and saw a snake egg that hatched in his bag. He gave it a name, Zhao Hua. Bedtime came, and his father asked Shu to go to bed. While the father is getting tea, he hears Shu talking with the python. His father got angry at him and asked Shu to give the python to him. Shu ran away. The villagers heard all about it and are looking for him too. He ran into the shore and released Zhao Hua. A villager collapsed, and the scene faded to black. Shu is a grown man now working. A phone call came in from the village asking him to come see his dad, and he is told as well that the villagers are getting sick by a plague. Then a meeting is held by Shu's team, and apparently there's an immortal cell found in a grass called gold-silver grass, and the origin of this grass is Cannibal Island. Since it is known that this is his hometown, he is asked to lead a team for an expedition from where she met Lily. Back in the village, Shu is welcomed by his uncle, and he sees how dire the situation in the village is. Shu told him about the plan of going to the island. The villagers protested, but the head of the village, the boss from before, said it should be allowed. Upon further discussions, despite the villagers' disdain, the expedition went through. The time has come, and they are now ready to go to the island. The expedition started, and they looked for clues as to where the plant might be. In the middle of it all, part of the group stumbled upon a curious plant. When he hit it, the plant suddenly bared its fangs and attacked him. All hell broke loose as more and more flowers went out bigger than the ones before, to which the group was forced to retreat into a cave where they spotted the gold-silver grass. They learned that the ecosystems of the island are somehow connected to one another. Now they are on a quest to look for the Grass King, to where the gold-silver grass actually originated. The vines shifted, and they are attacked and are followed by the man-eating flowers, forcing them into the cave. Back in a very familiar place with the monoliths and statues that were shown in the earlier parts of the film, the group is still intact except for Shu and Lali. Back with the group, a lot of hissing and other noises can be heard, and they are now faced by the snake god that made the group run. On the other end, Shu met Zhao Hua once again, who is now a big snake with the same gold and silver patterns. Their reunion is short-lived, for Zhao Hua slithered away when gunshots were fired from a distance. Lili and Shu found murals on a wall and studied them. Knowing how to read them, they found out that the tribesmen of the island were actually studying the secret of immortality when a radioactive meteorite fell down, making the living things on the island infected and turning them symbiotic. They continued to study it and unveiled the history of the island as the murals told. The scene shifted with the group being in the same place that they were in 10 years ago. It was a plant with skeletons in it. Apparently this plant is the Grass King. Touching it woke it up, and became aggressive, attacking everyone. The group fought back, but as all this was happening, the snake god showed up again. The group ran, and they ended up reconciling with Shu and Lili. She told them about the murals and how they met a gold-silver python. They now shifted their target into the gold-silver python, and tasked the group to look for it. They found both the snakes intertwined. Zhao Hua seems to be healing the black snake from the gunshot it received earlier. The group is now witnessing it and is in awe. Now the scientists seem to have almost figured out how it works, so they are now more inclined to catch the gold and silver snake and develop a medicine, the secret to immortality. Shots have been fired and the chaos began to break loose. The snake god fought back, and amidst the chaos, Shu was bitten in the neck. The gold and silver snake that he raised came to him and tried to heal him. As the snake does, the boss from the village hits the snake, making it unconscious. They catch the snake and plan to use it as bait for the snake god to come out to eliminate it. The attempt to eliminate it begins. As the fight went on, Lili came out to help her mother and attacked the black snake. Infuriated, the black snake charged to Lili, who is now standing in front of the Grass King. As it charged, Shu jumped to save Lili, knocking her out of the way, making the snake god go straight to the Grass King, which covered it in its vines and started attacking it. The group was able to come out of the room except for Shu's father and his uncle. Outside, the village boss learned that the snake's vial will be enough to grant him immortality, so he took out his knife, aiming for Zhao Hua, but Shu stopped him. After a heated fist fight, Zhao Hua broke out of captivity, biting the village boss in the neck. Afraid of dying, he asked for help, and Shu fed him one of the gold-silver grasses he found, immediately making the village boss so strong that he attacked Shu again and sent him flying. A fight broke out, and Zhao Hua went to attack the village boss again, coiling itself around him. The boss bit Zhao Huan in its attempt to escape drinking the blood, as it was told in the mural. The attempt has side effects, and the boss started acting crazy, attacking everyone, which ended him stabbing Shu's father, causing his death. One final showdown between Shu and the village boss. A long and heated battle with the boss gaining the upper hand. The boss got a hold of the gun that he had all throughout the film and shot Shu with it. Good thing he didn't die from it being saved by the charm given to him by his mother. The village boss, in the end still being crazed, waved the gun around, threatening to destroy everyone until the snake god appeared and ate him whole. As the snake god ate him, it went straight through the ground, shaking the whole island and collapsing a big part of it. They made it to the shore despite all and found Zhao Hua there injured. He meant to give the last grass of the gold and silver grass to Zhao Huan, but Lili's mother is asking to have it so that she can use it for the company. In the end, Shu gave it to Zhao Hua, and they all went back to the village and left Zhao Hua there. The film ended with the scene of the village thriving, Shu curing everyone from the strange disease that plagued the village, with him and Lili looking at each other hopeful for what the future actually holds. That's it for today's recap. Give us a like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.